Hello, Algebra 1 students. This is Mr. Donato. I'm just going to go over a sample question with you guys from your last homework set from this past week. We are working on page 550, and there's about 5 or 6 questions on here where we're having to graph quadratic equations. So the simplest way we're going to go ahead and do it, and it's a few steps, so that's why I really wanted to get to this one. The first thing that you want to do when you're looking at an equation, you want to label it and look at which way this parabola is going to be headed. Okay, so first thing you want to notice is that this would be your A, your B, and your C. Notice that your leading coefficient in this trinomial is going to be a negative number. A negative number would indicate that this parabola will be headed downwards. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the work on the left hand side, and I'm going to take notes on the right hand side. All right, so the first step is going to be find the vertex. And the formula for that is x equals negative b over 2a. So let's go ahead and write that out over here on the left hand side. That's going to be x equals negative b, which is negative 4, over 2, and that's a negative 2 right here. That turns out to be 4 over negative 2, which equals negative, I'm sorry, that part is negative 4 right here, negative 1. All right, so that is our x. Second step is going to be find the y. Using the new x value. All right. So let's go ahead and use the original equation, which is y equals negative 2, and our x is negative 1. Negative 1 to the power of 2. I'm just following along up here. Negative 4, that's an x right there, so that's negative 1 minus 3. This gives us negative 2, and negative 1 times a negative 1 gives you a positive 1. It ends up being plus 4 here. Negative 4 times negative 1 gives you positive 4 minus 3. This ends up becoming negative 2 plus 4 minus 3. This ends up becoming negative 1. So y equals negative 1. All right. Next step is to go ahead and plot the vertex. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my graph, and we notice that our parabola is going downwards. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a straight line this way, and I'm going to draw my x coordinate a little higher, because we know our parabola is going to be somewhere around here below the x line. Wish I had graph paper. see how far it goes down. So now that we have our new x and y for the vertex, which was going to be, there's our y and there's our x. So it's -1, -1, which is right here. That's -1, -1, right there. So we plotted our x and y for the vertex. The next step is to draw axis of symmetry. And that would be a straight line going up and down where the vertex intercepts. All right. That means our parabola is going to go look something like that. It's just going to go downwards like this. We just need to find out how wide it's going to curve out or how narrow it's going to curve in. All right. To do that, we have to, I'm going to write down this axis of symmetry right there. To do that, we're going to have to plot this value, which is -2, or we could also do 0 and 1. I think let's go ahead and use 0 and 1. We want to use the values that are next to the vertex x, the x value in the vertex, which is -1. So we're going to go with -1, we're going to go 0, and we're going to do 1. So we're going to plug in use values 0 and 1 to, you guys can see that? Use values 0 and 1 to find how the parabola is plotted with OG original equation. All right. So it's going to be equation -2, and we're going to sub in 0 for x. 0 squared minus 4, 0 minus 3. This gives us -2 times 0 minus 4 times, -4 times 0 is 0 minus 3. So our answer is going to be -3 for this y when x equals 0. So that will be when x is 0, y is -3. And that would look like this. 0, -3, 1, 2, 3. All right, that's our plot right here. So this is going to go curve downwards right here. And then when it goes over to this side, using the axis of symmetry, it'll find that point right there. All right. Next part is the next equation. The next number that we're going to use is the 1. So we'll go -2, 1, power of 2, 4. We're going to go with 1, -3. So this ends up being 1 times 1 is 1, multiplied by -2. This is going to be -4. -4 times 1 is -4, minus 3, -2, minus 4, minus 3, ends up giving us -9. So when the x value is 1, x is equal to 1, y is equal to -9. So 1, 9 is the next point. So that'll be when 1 is here, we have to go down to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all the way down here. that's going to be, oh, that's all the way over here. It goes all the way over here. And you guys could probably hear my kids in the background. But this is what our parabola looks like. This point is 1, -9. This point was 0, 3. This point was -1, -3. And this point was -2, -9. That's how you do the questions on page 550. This was number 53. You guys have to do questions 52, 54, and 56, I believe. Okay, so I hope you guys caught that. And I'll take a picture of this and upload it on Google Classroom. All right, hope once you do like one of them or two of them, it gets a little faster and faster. You should be able to complete each problem in about 4 to 5 minutes. Okay. All right. Good luck, guys.